Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. This is for a new love. So this can be for anybody who's single or has just met somebody and it's a very new connection and you want to see what may happen. This is for Scorpio rising, sun, moon, north node, Mercury, and any planets you may have transiting right now based on your placements what you have with Scorpio. So I thought it'd be fun to look at what's going on with all of our Scorpio singles and any new connection you may have. This may be somebody you're talking to that you're interested in, somebody you are friends with that you may be interested in. This could be somebody you've been on one date with and you're hoping you're going to go out with them again. So that's what my intention is for. Let's see what the cards say. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Those of you who are back, you know I do not lay out traditional tarot spreads. I read the energy on the cards. I see pictures. I read the pictures on the cards. I let spirit guide me. I feel things, see things. It's from your guides, my guides. I will sometimes get video reels that look like coming attractions. I don't hold anything back. I share everything I see, hear, and feel. And lastly, I'll put all timing stamps below so you can jump around if you want. And we had a winner for our last giveaway we just did. I guess Spirit and I did, for Alyssa. So Alyssa, if you're a Scorpio and watching, you won. I will give you the free reading, a general psychic reading or a love reading of your choice. I've tried contacting you several times and I have not heard from you. Otherwise, any Scorpios who are watching, the first person who contacts me who is a subscriber to the channel, I will get the first free private personal reading, general psychic reading, or a love reading of your choice. So I just did one for Pisces, so Pisces heard it first. I'm doing the water signs first this time. So let's get the overall energy of what this person, who this person is that's coming towards you, Scorpio. Let's see what their overall energy is. Okay. Looks like these 3 cards want to be known. What is their energy? Well, you know, this is so interesting. So I should have said it first. So in the pre-shuffle, and I did this previously with Pisces reading. So if you have a Venus placement or a moon placement or any placements, but preferably a moon placement or a Venus placement in Pisces, watch the Pisces, because Venus and our moon and our Venus placements is traditionally how we kind of love. I kept, every time I cut that deck with Pisces, I kept getting the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And, well, I'll be darned if it didn't show up in the reading also. And every time I said something, if it didn't show up in the reading. So when I was doing the pre-shuffle for you, Scorpio, it was rather interesting when I was doing the pre-shuffle because I kept saying, okay, Scorpio, who's coming for you in love? Who's coming for you? Who's interested in my Scorpios? And it kept coming through during the pre-shuffle. Every time, because I'll do the pre-shuffle, I'll split the deck, you know, like this. And I knew it was somebody you were attracted to and somebody who found you attractive, Queen of Wands. I kept getting the Ace of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles, meaning like yes to a question I was asking. Or if I wanted to know something, like, is this somebody they already know or somebody they had a fight with? Tower moment. You had a tower moment with this person. You've already had a fight. I felt like some of you had already had a big fight with this person. Some of you broke up with this person. Some of you, you said your piece with this person. King of Swords. So I felt like a lot of you, when I was doing the pre-shuffle, I felt like Scorpios, you still had a lot of attraction and feelings towards this person, and this person was like somebody you had deeper feelings for maybe than maybe this person may have had for you, or maybe this person's realizing they have deeper feelings for you than they realized. But I don't feel like it's over. I feel like this is for the majority of you Scorpios, not all of you. But it was really obvious during the pre-shuffle. There was some kind of connection that was coming to you, but something had already happened. Like some stuff had already gone down. So I really wanted a whole new reading where Scorpios knew nothing about this person. And lo and behold, I flip over the cards, and what do I get? 3 of Swords. This person knows they already hurt you. Like, I feel like, not hurt you like your heart is broken and you're shattered and devastated on the floor sobbing. That's not the kind of hurt I get. Like, they feel like they used words that stung. And this person owes you an apology kind of thing. Like, ooh, yeah. That could have hurt Scorpio. And then we have their energy is in the, ooh, yeah, probably should. And the 3 of Swords is this Saturn in Libra? Because that's usually learning something. Yeah, it's Saturn in Libra. So that means they knew they learned something. So they learned a lesson. They learned like, ooh, yeah, I shouldn't speak my truth so freely, or maybe I shouldn't speak so openly, or I shouldn't just like go off when I'm upset about something, or maybe they're a fire sign, or they could be a Libra. They could be an Aquarius. They could be a Gemini, but I'm getting more Aquarius, Libra, or potentially a fire sign, because a fire sign would like fire sign meaning like an Aries or a Sagittarius, someone who would put their foot in their mouth. And Aquarius too is very blunt, especially if it's like newer. They're just gonna say like, oh well, you know, I didn't like that you did that, and I didn't like that you said that. You hurt my feelings this way. Why would you do that? You had already said that. Like, they're just gonna be blunt, and like Scorpios, we know y'all really sensitive and like so sweet. So I feel like this person could have like maybe hurt your feelings a little bit more and not have realized it. But I don't feel like they like hurt your heart, like broke your heart kind of feeling. And then we have the 6 of, I tell you the meaning of the cards and then what I get from the cards, for those of you who want to know. And then we have the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups is, this person is, I feel like, reflecting. Yeah, they're reflecting on their word choices with you. 6 of Cups usually means nostalgia, remembering, thinking about somebody. So again, this could be like a past relationship. Like, this person could be thinking about the fun times you had together. If this is somebody, now this is not going to resonate with all of you. That's why I'm hearing 2 storylines. I want to get one out before I get the other, please. Spirit, 1 second. So for some of you, this is a past relationship that wants to come back. Doesn't mean you have to take them back. We all have free will, right? For some of you, I get this is somebody who really did break your heart. This is somebody who really did break your heart. And look how sad this little boy is right here. And he's now, and I'm saying he because the little boy is so sad, because the energy is so sad. And see how this is all blue? I feel, and it's almost like a bed. See how this is like a pillow? I'm literally seeing like somebody laying in bed. Oh my gosh, see how these are eyelashes? Somebody's weeping in their bed with their head on their pillow at night. Like, this little boy is so sad. It's like the energy is so sad. This is for those of you who this person did break your heart. So there's two storylines I have. There's two different energies that want to come back to you, Scorpios. So Scorpios split. The Scorpios that, like, your heart was really hurt, this is for you. The other Scorpios, hold on 1 minute, please, because I'm hearing two different things. I want to get this one first. So I'm being shown a bed with a pillow, and the person's like on the pillow, and they're crying so much. And for some of you, this could be a woman, because I'm seeing like mascara like run down her face. And I'm seeing the two children because the little girl is smiling. Like, she's telling them, I'm okay. She's even telling you, I'm fine. She's telling everybody, I'm fine. Life's good. She's lying to herself because she doesn't want to admit it. But at night, you see how dark it is around them? I can feel the darkness. I'm covered in the chills. So those of you who are new to the channel, when I get covered in the chills, it's your guides or my guides, your angels, my angels, your sisters, my sisters, whatever resonates with you. That doesn't matter to me. Whatever resonates with you is telling me it's right. I'm hearing it, the message clearly. They're very dark at night, and they're very sad at night, and they're very lonely at night, and they're weeping over you and this loss. Whatever this loss was. So I don't know if it feels like a loss of a relationship. But again, it could be different for everybody. It could be loss of, because I'm intending it for it to be a love connection. But it could be loss of family, friend. But it feels like the way these swords are in this heart, they learned a really tough lesson. And I feel like they understand it. But this person has two sides to them. So that's why I feel like they could be like Gemini, Aquarius, because that Aquarius can be really brutal and, you know, not want to acknowledge what things are. And a Gemini has two sides to themselves too. But again, signs are irrelevant, right? Just ignore the signs. But the Six of Cups, they're thinking about you and remembering everything about you and all the fun you've had. But there's a really special memory they have about you that they don't want to share with anyone. It's like they keep it just special to themselves. Because one cup's up high, and it's with the bird and these two eggs. And this is like divinely protected. So there's something really special between the two of you. Somewhere maybe you traveled together, an experience you had, something you two did together, or a moment you shared that no one else knows about, or that was really special to the two of you. Maybe you gave them a painting, or you painted them something. I don't know. Because I'm talking to so many people, I can't get specific enough to tell you what it is. I feel like you could have gone bird watching. But this person has a darker side to them because I see horns. So they're still living in their darker shadow side. Like, this person that, like, broke your heart. The boy who's so sad. And it's like this person's internally fighting with themselves. It's like they're going through a transformation. And it's like there's two sides to them. And one side wants to heal and come towards you, and one side's fighting against it and doesn't want to. This energy is really struggling with themselves, because I feel like half of the side that doesn't want to heal itself feels like it's already destroyed everything with you, so there's no point in trying to heal. But the little boy knows it can be salvaged. That's why it wants to heal itself and come back towards you. Those are for those of you that have had the broken heart. And there's still one more thing here. So then there's also the Nine of Cups, where again, I see two energies on it. The two people, again, they're fighting with themselves in their head. Do I or don't I? Do I heal myself or don't I? So the Nine of Cups can represent two things, which is really interesting. It can mean like, so this person's really struggling. This is for those of you who've broken the heart. Other Scorpios, I promise I'm going to get to you in a minute. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put timestamps in here. It can mean two things. It can mean I don't want to get this wrong, because the Nine of Cups is ruled by Jupiter and Pisces. So Jupiter is all about expansion, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. So this energy is not going to get out of this. Whatever this person is feeling, it's just going to keep multiplying, right? But the problem is, it's either going to, it has to pick one or the other. It can't stay in this energy of weeping and wanting to return to you, and this energy of, no, everything's fine, I'm okay. It can't be both. You can't be one. You can't be two energies, right? You're gonna have to eventually go to the shadow energy or the healed energy, right? Where you can see, like on this card, this dark energy around them, with little boy sad and wants to heal, and I feel like the little girl's happy, pretending everything's okay. You have to pick one. You can't be two dueling energies infinitely, because Jupiter is just going to keep expanding. That's where we see two different energies here. Their backs are to each other and they're fighting each other. So you can't be both. You're going to have to become one. You can't maintain that. And it's just going to keep expanding. So what this represents is either indulgement, meaning I become this lower vibrational energy of everything's fine and I'm happy and it's not healed, or I accept what accomplishments I did make, I heal, I accept my mistakes, and I move forward. So this person is in this energy of the nine of cups because it's either indulgement, like self-indulging right now energy because it's trying to make itself feel better, or it's in this energy of Nine of Cups of, I'm acknowledging what I have achieved on my own, but I can achieve more with Scorpio and have the Ten of Cups and have everything. Why stay here if I can have the Ten of Cups with Scorpio? That's what this person's trying to figure out. Those are for those of you where they literally broke your heart and it's been a difficult time. Sorry it took a while. I'll put timestamps in here. So for the new Scorpios, I got something different. I got like, okay, can we bring that storyline to the forefront, please? Yes, so these are for the new Scorpios. That's like, it's someone really new. So there's two more storylines. I'm gonna go through them fast. Either this person's healing, they recently, like, I've got two storylines. I cannot have three storylines. This is so hard. I've got two more storylines. Sorry, Scorpios. You guys, I swear, Scorpios and Capricorns give me the hardest readings. Okay, so Scorpio, you have somebody who is coming towards you if you have not met them or you just met them, and you have not had any kind of like discord at all. Nothing at all. This person is actually really healing from a broken heart, and I don't think you know that. And they're keeping that hidden from you because they really like your energy and they like being around you and they're enjoying you. And they don't want to bring in this negative past because they don't think it's relevant to their connection with you. So they're keeping this Three of Swords, this Saturn and Libra energy out of it because they're like, lesson learned, I don't want that, and I don't want that kind of energy or relationship again. And they're keeping that energy away from you. And they're working on themselves when they're not with you. And you still have the they still have the Six of Cups energy because you two had like some kind of instant connection. And your connection was really unique. And that's why you're so drawn to this person, Scorpio. Because I feel like you've already met them or you're going to meet them very soon and you're going to be very drawn to them. So if you haven't met them, this person is healing from a broken heart and they're not going to tell you. But you two are going to be have like an instant connection because you have a past life together. I'm hearing you have multiple past lives together. Like you come back together many times because your souls enjoy learning and growing together. So this is a unique connection that the two of you have. I am covered in the chills. So those of you who know the channel, chills mean it's my guides giving me confirmation that the message I'm hearing is loud and clear. And the two of you actually share a guide. Because I'm seeing a guide being with both of you on this life. So the two of you share a guide. That works with both of you. And I'm covered in the chills. So that's for some of you Scorpios, not all of you. That's for this new person coming in who's not telling you about their heart that was broken by somebody else, that they're healing on their own. It's mainly healed now, but they're still trying to like clean up those last little bit of pieces that they just don't feel, they just don't want to bring it in. But you guys have like this instant connection, instant knowing, instant something. And it's multiple past lives together, dating back to Renaissance times, ancient times, biblical times, is what I'm hearing. Pre-biblical times, ancient Egypt. For some of you, I mean, it'll be different for all of you, you know, but a lot of you share an actual guide in common who's been working with both of you. It has been waiting a long time for you two to meet. I'm covered in the chills. I wish you guys could see them. I've tried so many times to show them on camera, and I show my friends when I read for them in person. Well, at least you can see this hair standing up, but you just can't see them on camera, and I wish you could. And the Nine of Cups is with this person's energy, you're their manifestation. So they're not completely fulfilled because they're waiting for their 10th cup. They're really happy though, because they've attained a lot in their life and they feel fulfilled within. And you know you can't love another person unless you love yourself first. So they feel fulfilled within. But she has this pad here, and this is her notebook of all of her manifestations she's been writing. And this is her vision of these two people. That's a man and a woman. And what she's dreaming of what they'll look like together in old age and be in love. And their energies will be like intertwined in her head. You can almost see that as the 10th cup. It's an energetic cup. So that's for some of you Scorpios. I'm holding a amethyst quartz, if you're wondering what was like in my hand. It was sent to me as a gift, which I thought was really sweet. And I've never used an amethyst quartz, so I thought I'd try it today. And it really actually is helping read the cards nicely. So the other storyline I got for the other group of Scorpios, which I will also put in the timestamp below. Some of you Scorpios are already with this person, but it's really, really new. I feel like you might have been out like 2 times, 3 times maybe. If that, right? So you've been on like, what, 2 or 3 dates? And I feel like this person said something and regrets saying something. Like, you know, what's the visual I'm seeing? It's like I'm being shown, it's like a battlefield. And I don't know if it's gotta be like medieval Europe, but it's like they're fighting, and it's like you're lighting, yeah, it's like they're trying to, it's like somebody got mad at somebody and they're like attacking a castle, and they're lighting, like, it's like bows and arrows, and it's like you light also the end of like something you're gonna shoot like an arrow, but you can light it with like a flame. And they're showing me people literally like shooting these things like arrows over at the other ship. And it's like 2 ships fighting each other, and then another ship shooting it at some type of like, I can also see like some kind of like gated, like, well, it's not gated, but it's like kind of like a castle, like on a cliff, like on a water, and they're shooting down fire on these ships. It almost looks like it's like the Vikings fighting with people. Yeah, and look here. Look how the swords are broken. It's like they're burnt off, or they're broken off. That's what it feels like. It's like somebody threw the first. Yes, look at that. So down here, there's a whole, they're fighting like a beast in the ocean down here. I mean, I can't show you that, but see, he's like fighting, he's standing on the cliff, and there's the fire. And they're fighting this beast down here. I never even noticed that. But that's what I was seeing, is like somebody took the first, shot the first like arrow at the other boat and set it ablaze, so the other one shot back, and it was actually words, and the words stung. And I feel like it was this person's energy that said something to you, Scorpio, but it wasn't intentional. It just kind of came out unintentionally, not to hurt you, because I feel like this person's not a mean energy. Like they just blurted something out. Like, fine, I don't really care what you do. I don't care, like, well, you know, one of those things, like, I can't believe, like, somebody said something, and you're like, I can't even believe I said that. Like, well, then I don't really care if you date 5 other people. Who cares? Go do that. Fine, do that then. That kind of thing. That's what it feels like. And you're like, what are they even talking about? Why are they even mad? Or how do we go from here to there? I feel like that's what happened. And I feel like they're in the apology energy of like, I'm really sorry. But I feel like you two also really know each other from past lives too. Like, you knew each other previously, even in this lifetime, somehow, Scorpio. I don't know how. But it took a while for you guys to even get to this, like, date. Like, this was like, I'm hearing this was a long time coming. And I'm seeing your guy go, oh, yes, a long time. Like, took us forever to get here. Just like it's taking me forever to get through just the energy of these 3 different types of beings for Scorpios, and we're at 30 minutes and I haven't even done the reading. So that's why I'll put timestamps in there. So I feel like for these Scorpios, you also have a past life connection with this person, maybe more than one, but your guide is just like exhausted with how long it took you to connect with this person, actually go out with this person. I mean, they're just like, oh, finally. And then you had this scuffle. It feels like more like a scuffle than anything, but this person's really embarrassed by their behavior and they're apologizing to you. That's what their energy feels like. They're more like, I'm hearing the word mortified. But feelings are always valid too. Remember that, Scorpio. If they were speaking from a place of feelings, maybe they didn't communicate it correctly. But if these were their feelings, still remember somebody felt something for some reason, even if they didn't communicate it correctly. So don't take it with a grain of salt. Like, yeah, they might not have communicated it the right way, but obviously their feelings were bothered some way. And I'm covered in the chills. So their feelings were definitely upset somehow. They might not have communicated it correctly, though. I don't think they communicated this right. But I feel like this person's feelings were embarrassed, hurt, ashamed. Something with their feelings were impacted, Scorpio, by you. So it's something for you to also reflect on about why did that happen? Because I feel like something transpired between both of you, that both of you triggered something in the other to have this, where this person is the one, I feel, who's the bigger energy to come forward and take more ownership of something. I feel like they're a more mature energy. It doesn't mean they're older. I just feel like they're a more mature energy. Like they reflect more, they see things more, they might be more spiritually attuned to things. Especially looking at the 6 of Cups, like this could be the 2 of you, and like they're the older, wiser energy and you're the younger energy still learning from them. But I feel like you definitely have past lives together too. But your guide is just like, so like, it took forever for them to get on that first date. They finally got to the second one, maybe this third one, and then this happened. Like, your guide is just exhausted. But he's laughing. I'm saying he because they're showing me just like a male energy. But your guy's laughing. And he has a really deep voice. And he's laughing so hard because he knows how it all turns out. That's why he's just like, can we just get on with it already? I have waited so long. And this part's my job. I feel like he's your guide for like love and spirituality. And so he's been waiting for this. You have some really funny guides, Scorpio. This one's got a good sense of humor. This one is really, really, really funny. But he's like so excited to finally be like in his role, helping you finally on your path where you need to be. And he's like, oh man, I'm hearing, it's by Paula Abdul. I take, what is it? 2 steps forward, you take 1 step back, or I take 1 step forward, you take 2 steps back, something like that. Look it up. It's one of those songs. I think it's from like the 80s. I take a step forward or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But that's what I'm hearing from your guide. Like, this is just going to take forever, but it's going to work out just fine, Scorpio. So this person's coming forward with positive energy for you, and you'll be really receptive to it. And this person too, I feel like you guys have met before in this lifetime, but like briefly. I don't know if you met passing at work, if you guys ran into each other somewhere like at a party once, if you met once at a bar, if you were on a trip somewhere and you in passing like met this person like on a train somewhere. But you met this person in passing once, and this person had a lasting impression on your soul, Scorpio, and you on theirs, and you guys never stopped thinking about each other. You were always in each other's hearts and thoughts, always, and you were both with other people. It's not like every day you thought about each other, but you always had each other in the back. It's like in your subconscious. That's what I'm hearing. In this, your subconscious mind. That's what they're showing me. That's what this means. In your subconscious mind, both of you were thinking of the other while you're with other people. And that's what this shared cup is here. It's the subconscious mind that you two had for each other, was this cup of hope. So that's what this person's energy is for the third group of Scorpios. So we got through all 3 groups of Scorpios watching. 3 different types of energies, 3 different groups of Scorpios. You all have some kind of connection to somebody. One of you may not. One group may not have a connection to somebody, but you have past life connections. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second or the camera's going to run out. Okay, Scorpio. That was without doubt the longest reading I've ever done in my entire life, just to read somebody's energy. Never taken that long in my life. Only you, Scorpio, I swear, only you. Okay, so let's see what their intentions are. This person. I'm not going to give 3 storylines. We can't do that. I'm talking to Spirit. Spirit, we cannot do 3 storylines this whole time. This will kill me. What is this energy's intention coming towards Scorpio? What is this energy's intention coming towards Scorpio? I know I'm going to get 3 storylines, so we'll call them energy 1, 2, and 3. And if I have to, I'll keep a running thing, energy 1, 2, and 3 for you, Scorpio, okay? It's just how I described them, energies 1, 2, and 3, so you'll know what I'm talking about. So what is their intention coming towards Scorpio? I saw this in the pre-shuffle, 5 of Cups. I saw it in the pre-shuffle, and I'm hearing the same thing in the pre-shuffle. In the pre-shuffle, I heard was, I lost you the first time, I'm not losing you again. And I just heard it again. And it's the same thing. I'm seeing the same thing right here. I can cover it up. They're offering you their cup of love. Or that's, I actually see that more as you, Scorpio, offering the cup of love to them. You don't want to lose them again. Ever. 10 of Pentacles. This person has the same goals as you. They want a really sound, stable home. They don't want drama. They don't want to be exhausted. They want to feel secure with you. Four of Pentacles. I'm getting different storylines. What is their intentions? King of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. I picked up on you, Scorpio. That was you, Scorpio, I picked up on. Was you don't want to lose them again. But I'm hearing different things from their intentions. From the Five of Cups. You don't want to lose them, Scorpio. But that's not what I'm hearing from energies 1, 2, and 3. Four of Cups. Very interesting. It's not what I was expecting. Ooh. Well, maybe some of you should lose them. Some of them are not in a good energetic place. Like I said, the Devil meets the Hangman. They're struggling. Especially the Devil being in the card. I feel like some of them are really struggling. They're in that dark shadow space. That's for energy 1. Energy 1, where they broke your heart. I feel like a lot of them are in their dark shadow space. Doesn't mean they're bad people. They're just having a hard time right now. Okay, so this will be for energy 1. We're starting it at 420. So for energy 1, what I'm getting for you are their intentions. Is they don't know what to do. Because they know, remember that we already went through everything before, but I have to cover this card when I show it. So with this card, is they already know they walked away from you once, right? And right here, you can see where it's like they have the option right here for the soulmate energy. This is actually a cup right here. I don't know if you can see that. Where you're actually exchanging a cup with the person on the ground. So they can actually do that. Or they can go over here and pick up a different cup. Or they can just walk right through that door and go on their merry way and go somewhere else. So I feel like they're still in that energy of, I don't know which way to go. They don't know what to do. Because Scorpio, you would gladly exchange that cup with this person. I can feel your energy very strongly. Because over here, I can feel this with you. This is what you want with them. And that's where I feel their hesitation. With the Five of Cups next to the Ten of Pentacles, is like, yeah, I feel like I can have the Ten of Pentacles on my own. I don't know if I want that with you, Scorpio. That's their shadow side. Because yes, you have to have self-love first, right? You do. But the Ten of Pentacles isn't about self-love. The Ace of Cups is about self-love. So I feel like that's their problem. Like, you're like, here, just take my offer, I love you. And they're like, well, I don't know if that's what I want. Because I'm doing pretty good over here by myself. I might just walk right through this little doorway right here and be on my merry way. So they're still in that wobbly stage, if you will. Because see, here's the thing. They're also in this King of Wands of, check me out. I'm looking good. I'm self-assured. I'm attractive. People want me. This is what their shadow side's telling them. And when I put it by the Five of Cups and you offering the Cup of Love, he's looking away from you. He's actually looking far away from you. But the sad part is, he's only looking to himself at the Four of Cups, where he's all alone. And refused the love from everybody. Because I feel like this energy has to learn to love themselves. They don't know how to love themselves. For most of you Scorpios, where you had this heartbreak and this total heartbreak and this person just like really hurt you. Because you also have the Four of Pentacles, and I feel like they're holding on. This is Sun in Capricorn. And this is like, I'm keeping it to myself. Like, I feel like they're keeping this knowledge, like some kind of knowledge to themselves. Like, see how this string goes from here all the way around? Like they're stringing you along, Scorpio. But they're keeping it to themselves. Like, yeah, sure. I'll talk to you. I'll take your phone call. I'll text you. I'll flirt with you. Because it's next to the King of Wands. But you're not good enough for more than that. That's what I just heard. That's... I don't really think that's very nice. I never say that. I never say that. I never put my opinion in here. I really, really don't. But I'm sorry, I don't think that's very nice, Scorpio. But in the end, this person, with their intentions of thinking they look good and all that stuff, ends up over here crying alone because they didn't take any of the cups. Here's 3 down there, and then there's 1 up here from the divine, with the hand even reaching down for self-love, and they don't even take that one. So they're all alone in the ball. Like I was talking about with their energy crying at night. They really need to learn self-love. They've even got the dove trying to pour it down. And there's an energy here trying to help guide them. Plus, literally the hand coming down from the heavens. So, and that's what the King of Wands is looking to. Like, are we going to do something about this or not? Like, they're talking to themselves. Like, should we do something about this or not? Should we figure out how to love ourselves or not? That's what their intentions are. Stay tuned because I'll give you the timestamp for what will your outcome be and potential guidance and advice and timing for energy 1. But I need to read this now for energy 2. Okay, so energy 2 is at 11:58. energy too, this is for if you you have not met this person, or you just met this person, but this person, you don't know that they've actually are healing from a broken heart. You just had like an instant connection with this person. And I think this person has been manifesting you. This is what energy number 2's energy was kind of like when I described them earlier. So their intentions with you came up first with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. And I think the Five of Cups are here because they walked away from a bad relationship. I don't think this has anything to do with you, Scorpio. I think this is they're bringing in energy from something else. So I think they will gladly accept this offer when it's extended to them. If that's you extending it to them, or you, whichever way it goes. Because this person has the opportunity to accept this, which is this couple love between these two people, to go pick up a couple over here, which means there's 2 other soulmates, or to walk through this door and go see what the world has to offer. But I think this person wants this connection with you because they recognize there's some kind of deep connection with you. So that's what I think their long-term intentions are with you. I think they're going to show up a little guarded at first, though, because that's what I think their long-term intentions are with you. Because they're not going to be that way at first, right? Because you're first dating. I think they're going to come in more in this like 3 of Pentacles energy that I'm seeing up here. I don't see the 4 of Pentacles with this one. See how this guy's up here looking at the deity, and the deity's pointing to these 3 of Pentacles? I think it's going to be like, they're going to come into this energy of, well, I want to build something with somebody. How do I build and create something? So I think that's what they're going to be really interested in doing with you. That's how I see it. So I kind of see this as like what their ultimate goal is, wanting kind of with you long term, is this soulmate love energy. But they're going to come in with this, I really want to build like a relationship or getting to know you kind of energy. Really just this top half of the card, this 3 of Pentacles. Because I think this person, I don't see it as the 4 of Cups with this energy. This one I really see as the Ace of Cups. They've been working on themselves. They've been meditating. They've been working with the divine. See the dove and the hand coming down and the cup of love, and it's just spilling over. And then there's like one of their guides here. And they've been giving themselves a lot of love. So this cup is so full of love, it just flows down from this tree and covers them in love. So I feel like they have a lot of self-love and self-worth and healthy boundaries for themselves. So that's why they know what they want to build with somebody now in a relationship. They learned from that past relationship, which was really unhealthy for them. That's why to them it's not even really worth mentioning, because they're really pretty much healed from it. That's why they're not worried about it. And all of this represents water and love. This whole cup is just running over everywhere with love for this person. So I feel like they really know what they want and need. And they really have a good sense of self. So they're coming in from a really good place of love. And they didn't say no to the divine helping them through it. So they have a good connection to spirit too. And they're coming in too with this really fun energy. the King of Wands. And this is I'm confident, I'm assured, I'm attractive, I like to flirt, I know I'm in charge, I don't question myself, I don't doubt myself, I know my decisions, I know what I'm doing. So they're coming in with this really fun, fiery energy that I think you'll really enjoy being around them, Scorpio, because you're such a water sign. This person's going to bring a lot of passion and fire to your life and just kind of ignite you in a way I don't think you've been ignited before. And the King of Wands is looking away from the Ace of Cups, and he's looking towards, when I'm reading, the way I'm reading your spread is towards the Ten of Pentacles. And that's towards building this happy home, this happy, stable life. This Ten of Pentacles represents total abundance, money, stability, family, a stable family home, if it's families or animals or whatever your home represents to you in terms of financial stability. If it's children or animals or traveling or a new car or being able to take the subway every day to work, whatever your ideal, picturesque, positive, stable, family, happy home life looks like, that's what this person wants and is bringing in and wants to create with you and wants to have this like Two of Cups soulmate energy with you. That's what their intention is to build and create this with you. Okay, so for energy number 3 at 1912, this is for the person where it seemed like I felt like you met them like at one point during your life in passing. For most of you, it seems like you went out like 2, maybe 3 times. There was some kind of scuffle, but you two somehow connected deeply at some point. I don't know if it was on the first date or if you had met in passing at some point in your lives, but you have some kind of deep past life connection. And I actually saw your guide come through on your card, Scorpio. Your guide who oversees your past lives and your love. And is guiding this relationship actually, and was just like, oh my gosh, this is about time, this is taking forever, because he's just like, this is so, remember this was the guy that was like, is so annoyed it's taking forever for this to get started. And this was the person, I said both of you had actually were in other relationships, I felt like, but both of you subconsciously kept thinking about each other and what this connection potentially could be. But I felt like this person with a more mature energy that was coming towards you and said something. But I thought you should maybe think about why maybe they said that, because I think they may have been hurt by something you may have said or done, and I don't know what it is. So this is energy number 3. So what I think their intentions are with you currently, because remember, timing's fluid, so this is what it feels like right now to me. I feel like, well, yeah, it feels like the way this, I changed the spread for how I read for energy number 2 than I did for energy number 1, but the way it's laid out feels accurate. But I feel like this person is truly in the Four of Pentacles energy. I feel like this is Sun and Scorpio, and I feel like they're gonna hold back from you right now. They're not gonna communicate as much as they used to. I feel like this person is a really fun energy, actually, and chatty and talkative. Kind of like I talk too much. But I feel like they're going to withhold their energy from you. Because I feel like I still feel like they feel embarrassed. And yeah, I feel like they're embarrassed. And I still feel like they're really hurt about something. I don't know what it is. But their feelings, I feel like, were hurt. And I still feel like they're embarrassed about something. And I don't know what they're embarrassed about. But, and I feel like they're going to hold back for a while. I don't know if they're going to slow down their communication with you. But I feel like they're going to hold back a lot. So I don't think they're going to communicate the way they used to. That's what it feels like with this Four of Pentacles. They're going to start, I feel like, protecting their energy. See how this line, and it's so interesting. If you care, if you want to watch the reading for number 1, I read this energy completely differently than how I'm reading it for you. This is a protective, energetic bubble they're creating for themselves right now. This black line. They're creating an energetic bubble of protection. Because this person's been hurt many times in the past, Scorpio. And they don't want to be hurt again. And I don't think you know that. And they haven't told you that. But they're not going to be hurt again, is what I heard. So they're creating a bubble for themselves and they're protecting themselves. And they're like, it's just not worth any pain. So I think you're going to hear a lot less from them. You won't hear from them, you will. But they're not going to be the ones that initiate anything. They'll only reply to you. It won't be like it was. It doesn't mean you can't get back there. I think that's why I was laughing so hard about your guide. Because you're going to have to work twice as hard now, Scorpio, than you already did. And this Four of Cups right here, I don't see them saying no to you. I see them only basking in the divine right now. I see them meditating a lot. I see them connecting with spirit. I see them, bathing in love from spirit, talking to their guides. Is this smart? What am I doing? Should I even waste my time? What is the right vibrational match for me? Is what I just heard. And you can see in this picture too, the dove is talking to the guide. So the divine is talking to spirit and they're helping the person, and the hand from heaven is coming down and touching them. So they have multiple people helping them right now. So this person's been really, really, really hurt in the past. Really hurt. And they're not going to risk anything again. So to you, what may have seemed like something simple, to them was something really scary. Because I feel like they were recently in something that devastated them. And they don't want that again. So they're doing everything they can to protect themselves. I feel like with the King of Wands, this is you and them. But this is... I'm hearing, hey you over there. Yeah, you look good. Hey you. I feel like that's you, Scorpio, yelling at them. So I feel like this is you, Scorpio. And you're not even a fire sign. And I feel like you find them so incredibly attractive. And you see them as so confident and so self-assured. And so smart. and so put together and so attuned and so knowledgeable and so, I'm hearing, just brilliant. You're like in awe of this person that, but you're so attracted to this person. You're very attracted to this person, Scorpio. Very attracted to this person. Like, you find this to be the most beautiful woman you've ever met, or the most handsome man you've ever seen. But this is the most attractive person you've just ever met in reality. They just couldn't believe they went out with you. And then you couldn't believe they went out with you again. And you couldn't believe they went out with you again. It's that kind of like, so excited. And every time you see them, you're like, but they're just so beautiful. It's that kind of excitement and energy. You're just so excited. That's what I feel your energy on this one. And you already have a vision of the future with them, so your energy's mixed in here with them, Scorpio. They're over here protecting themselves, trying to heal. They don't want to get hurt. And you're just like, hey, you're over there looking good. Scorpio, you crack me up. You guys are a hoot. And they have no idea what you really want with them, do they? No. Because what you really want is a home and love and family. You see the whole picture with this person, Scorpio. You always have. I'm hearing you want to dance the night away with them in your arms. If you thought you would lose them, you would marry them. Even if it's only been 3 dates. Yeah. This is the person you want to build your home with, a family with, travel the world with. This is the person you want to experience life with. This is the person I'm hearing you would bet the house on? Yeah, this person has no idea you've already fallen in love with them. You might not even want to acknowledge it, Scorpio, or maybe you haven't said it to yourself, but deep down, Scorpio, you know you've already fallen in love with them. You just haven't acknowledged it. And I'm not a lovey sign. Can we say that? But I can feel your love off that card for this person. And I think if you knew that they were feeling this way and now guarding their energy in a special bubble from you and trying to connect to their guides to figure out what to do, it would crush you because you're such a beautiful sign, Scorpio. You would just be devastated because you have no idea. So it's interesting because your spread lays out the same as energy number 2, but it reads completely differently. Yeah, this is the person you want to spend your life with. And you end too with the 5 of Pentacles. And this person, so I still see this as you like offering them like the cup, like, oh, here's my cup of love, you know, do you want to take it? Do you want to be my soulmate? But I see this person really in the energy they're currently in where they're so hurt. all they're thinking about is, my heart's been broken so many times. Do I dare even go through it again? I thought you were different. So I don't know. I want to see what their goals are, what they want as an outcome with you, because I'm really kind of confused with this person. Energy 1 and energy 3 have got me a little confused, because I also see they really genuinely have 2 other options. The others, I always saw like, oh yeah, well, they'll have other options in love. This one actually has other options. And of course, they can just choose to go out there and, you know, see the world and see what else it has. But I feel like this Scorpio with this group, you got to be careful. Okay, so we're going to stop here. Okay, thank you for sticking in there. It's been hard trying to read for 3 different energies. Lots of fun, guys. Okay, so what we're going to look at now is to see what does... Hopefully we can just get one reading off this last one, because this is really very draining, I must admit. It's been over an hour and something for me. What is the potential outcome for Scorpio and this new person? And then I'm just going to do a timing card, because I can't do guidance. This is too... If I get 3 more, I can't do guidance. I'm just going to do timing, because this is really honestly draining. I'm sorry, guys. So what's the potential? Well, we know what their intentions are. I guess we'll look for... Let's look for your guidances, Scorpio, instead. Let's look what your guidance is, because I feel like we got some kind of outcome as well. Let's look what your guidance is. Guidance or advice, we can call it the same thing. Guidance, advice, same thing. Guidance. Okay. I filled this card. The world. I'm hearing the world is your oyster. What is the world? It's ruled by Saturn. Major changes, death, and new beginnings. Are you kidding me? The Wheel of Fortune. Fated events, destined partnerships, the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. This is the other one. Queen of Cups. Two of Swords. Yeah. High Priest, the Hierophant. It's Taurus. Temperance is at the bottom. And this is your guidance, or advice, if you will. Okay, so it's just, it feels so, this kind of feels accurate for all of you, for all three energies. Like, it doesn't matter which energy you're dealing with. Plus, we're also coming to the end of the year. So, like, a cycle's ending with us going into 2024 as well, you know? So, the ending of a cycle, the ending of 2023 with the World card being here. And we've already gone through, like, each one of you knows what your energies are like and what they're all going through. So, you kind of understand they're all going through different experiences and transformations, and you yourselves could be going through transformations. And when you're going through a transformation, you're ending a cycle. And I feel like a lot of them are going through the healing process, so they're ending a cycle. They're going to be ending cycles at different times, so that's what we'll ask for timing cards. But I feel like that's why in Scorpio, you of all people understand, you know, death and rebirth and the ending of cycles and starting new. I want to know where the Fool card is really fast, because that's going to tell me the second part of your reading. Of course, one should be like at the very front. Oh, very interesting. This is very interesting, especially for those who I gave the reading to for the second energy. Because it is something I saw for one of you, one group. Oh, this also makes me think of Don Quixote. I don't know why, but I think of Don Quixote. You know the story of Don Quixote, right? The one who went off to fight the war, and he was with his donkey the whole time. He ends up in Toledo, Spain, to only find all the windmills. And he thought he was fighting monsters, but he went on this whole journey to fight the war, and he ends up in Toledo, Spain, and he's all excited to fight the monsters, and they were all the windmills. That's what the Fool looks like. Don Quixote with his donkey. Isn't that fascinating? But it also makes me think of like someone else is with him, like the devil, or someone else who sent him on that foolish journey. Yeah. Oh, how weird. I just said that too. So it's right next. So, okay, well, we'll go over this first and then I'll go through this. So we have the Knight of Swords, which I feel like is an outside energy. poking the Fool, which means, you know, like, oh, jump off that cliff, go start that new beginning, you know, go do it. And some people call the Fool Aries, because Aries, it starts the natal chart, right? It's the first house. Some people call the Fool Aquarius because it's governed by Uranus, and Aquarius is governed by Uranus. I don't really think it matters what you call the Fool. All I know is the Fool is governed by Uranus. So if you have the Fool, never expect the expected. Always expect the unexpected. Because an Aquarius, you can never predict. If Uranus is involved, you can't predict anything. But I feel like you, and like here there's like an outside entity poking at him. So I feel like, and the Knight of Swords means communication. So I feel like somebody is, because it's like somebody's, it's like people are closing out cycles at different stages in time, right? We all close our cycles at different stages in time, right? Let's just all pretend it all happened miraculously December 31st, 2023. Everyone closes their cycle. It's like somebody pokes the Fool, which could be, you know, this energy you want to connect with. And now they start this foolish journey toward you if they weren't ready. Because maybe they didn't get something they needed. Something feels off, especially with the story of Don Quixote. Because he really reminds me of Don Quixote, who went off to fight. I want to look where the devil is, where he went off to fight the monsters to only find them to be, you know, the windmills in Toledo, Spain. But the Fool moves forward. He doesn't end up in Toledo. He ends up with the Three of Pentacles, wanting to rebuild with you, Scorpio. And look at the vision he has. A whole new town. Is it Toledo, Spain? I do not know. I've been all over Spain, but I have not been to Toledo. And look at that. It's actually coming from the tree of knowledge with the branches. Very wise. But the Fool's running to the Three of Pentacles, which also makes a perfect isosceles triangle. And I love that. Yes, I'm a math nerd. But when they align perfectly, then all the degrees are in alignment too. Which means you're both a vibrational match. So maybe your energy just needed a little poke in the right direction to get started. And I think that poke is coming from the Wheel of Fate, because it's the divine, and the divine's always spinning. So we know when the divine spins, they're always spinning in your favor and in the favor of your energy as well, right? The energy that you're interested in or who's coming towards you. They're always spinning in that favor, right? It's always in the best interest. And they only stop it when it needs to be stopped. So I feel like they stop it when it needs to be stopped. And they stop it when it needs to be poked by the Knight of Swords to get the Fool going so it can run to Three of Pentacles to build with you on that vision when you're both in the same vibrational match. Because some of you are not in the vibrational match right now, which we can all clearly see. You know, I'm sure all of you jumped around on your time readings, which is fine. I would too if I were you. But I mean, it's obvious, you know, the vibrational match is not there. So it's saying, to me, the guidance is saying, when the person finishes their transformation, and you, Scorpio, you could be going through a transformation too spiritually. So when both of you finish that, energetically, you're both going to get a poke from the divine with the Wheel of Fate, sending you in each other's direction to build together. That's what the guidance is saying. You'll both be running towards each other like fools from the new world, this world, because both of you are not ready. For the majority of you Scorpios, for Scorpios from energies 1 and 3, that's what it feels like to me. Energy 2, I think you're fine, or you're really, really close. You'll be the timing that's like, oh, 2 weeks from now, oh yeah, you guys are meeting in January. But we'll pull a timing card for each energy. But I feel that's what it's saying. Like, everyone's gonna get their poke, and it's gonna be spun based on the Wheel of Fate. Because I feel like everyone's transforming to be in alignment. Because once you're in alignment, you're vibrationally matched. And when you're vibrationally in alignment, your frequencies are the same. When your frequencies are the same, you belong together. When your frequencies are not the same, one is too low and one's too high, and you can't be together because you don't align at all. How can someone sustain such a high vibration for so long? A month, 2 months, and then they have to go back down to where they can maintain their vibration. It's like that first one, the first energy, where they're fighting with each other, their shadow side and their light side. They don't know what side they want yet. So how can they even know if they want to be with you if they're still trying to figure themselves out spiritually? It's too difficult. So once they know what they want and where they're going, the guidance says, then you understand love. It's the Queen of Cups. You have all this love to give, and you want to share it everywhere. So all this love will be coming. And then I feel like what guidance is saying, or your advice, whichever word you prefer, because you had that other part with it, there's 2 things that happen here. And I think this is a big part of it. And this is going to depend on if you truly are a vibrational match or not. You're both going to be in a healthy place with the Queen of Cups. So if you're in a healthy place with the Queen of Cups, you have healthy boundaries with love, and you know how to give love and receive love in a healthy way. You don't just take and take and take, and you don't just give and give and give, because that's unhealthy. If you just give and give and give, and no one gives back to you, that's unhealthy, and you need to leave. So I feel like there's going to be this crossroads for all of you. Because I feel like if you're not spiritually aligned, one energy is going to be too giving and too loving and never ask for that equal reciprocity. But, reciprocity is giving without any expectation, which is true reciprocity. But if you're at the same vibrational match as somebody, you just naturally give back. You don't just take all the time. And people take all the time. They love to take. Or manipulate. Just manipulate a little bit. Well, let me just send her flowers for this reason, because I know I can get this. Very manipulative. They don't even realize that's what they're doing. So, can you really just give because you just want to give? Can you do something nice just because you want to do something nice? Are you capable of that? That's what reciprocity really is. That's what love really is. Can you do that? Not expect anything back. And just the thank you be enough. that should be healthy. But it shouldn't be healthy where one person's only doing it all the time, the other person is not. That's really unhealthy. So I want to look for the card of the Six of Pentacles, because it's going to tell me a lot. But I feel like you guys are going to come to a crossroads. That's what the guidance is saying. Because I feel like if you're not careful, you're going to be out of balance. And you'll be at a crossroads of which way do we go? Do we stay together or not? And that's right underneath the Ten of Pentacles, of that happy life, building together, wanting to be married, wanting to, or, you know, be life partners, living together, moving together, whatever it is to you. But you're going to be at this crossroads of, wait, one of us is not in alignment. One of us is overgiving. So I want to look at where the Six of Pentacles is. So I feel like that's part of your guidance too. Huh. Is it ever? Wow. Yeah. So with the Eight of Cups, walking away from what doesn't serve you. So either walking away from this relationship or walking to the relationship. Like walking away from everyone else because this is the right person for you, or walking away from this person because this person is not balanced. Here's the Six of Pentacles, which means reciprocity, true give and take, true balance, true harmony, true I give to you, you give to me without expectation. And the Two of Wands, you gotta make a decision. Which way you going? My way or the highway? So no matter what, you're gonna come to a crossroads. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, doesn't matter. Either way, you're gonna have to make a decision. Now this one, she has spirit whispering in her ear and giving her a vision of a home. Here, he's blind, but his swords aren't crossed. He just has to trust his intuition. And Scorpio, we know you're really good with your intuition. But it doesn't matter. Twos mean you have to make a choice. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you have to make a choice to walk away. Because I told you, I felt like this would be out of balance. And right here, it tells you it's going to be for some of you, not all of you. Because I feel like some of you want to marry this person with the High Priest. Because you've been enlightened. You've gone through a spiritual awakening, and so has this person. And you're a vibrational match. But not all of you. I would say about 60% of you, Scorpios. I know it's weird I gal out percentages for some reason. I don't know why I do that, but they give me numbers. So I will give the numbers I hear. Pisces, I had a different number, so I gave them a different number. But I am literally told numbers, so I will give you numbers. But about 60% of you, this is the person you're supposed to marry and be with. So that's why the High Priest is here. And I didn't tell you the story like I had to tell Pisces. If you ever have a Venus placement or a moon placement, watch the Pisces thing, because the High Priest has a whole purpose to him. But it's not relevant to this story, so I'm not telling you the story. Okay, so let's pull a timing card of when energy number 1 may move towards Scorpio. Okay, that is definitely in the summer. And it's Two of Pentacles. They haven't made a decision yet. But that is summer. That is hot. I'm really hot from it. It's definitely summer. It's like I'm humid, I'm hot, I want to be in the pool. It's summertime. So it doesn't matter if you're northern or southern hemisphere, you know when summer is where you live in the world. So energy number 1, they're moving to you during the summer. Okay. Energy number 2, when is this? When are you moving towards Scorpio? Here's your card. Whoa, this is multiple seasons. And I'm getting confirmation of it. I'm hearing spring and fall. Oh, because it's southern and northern hemisphere. So spring and fall. They're saying like mid-March would count is when they would say spring is coming. I'm hearing spring is coming, spring is coming. Mid to late March. That's for the northern hemisphere, is spring. So fall is first week of October. Okay, that was loud and clear. That's not how I would define fall, but I guess fall was defined that way. Because I'm seeing lots of apples being picked. And this card does not have any apples being picked on it. But I'm seeing all these apple trees and people picking apples. Maybe we'll meet this person picking apples in the fall. But it's for the northern and southern hemisphere. So it could be spring or March. Or I mean spring or fall. So energy number 3. When is this person moving towards Scorpio? Energy number 3. When is this person moving towards Scorpio? They're showing me 2 different time frames. They're saying January, February, and April showers bring May flowers. So I guess you could say January, February, or April or May. Obviously not March. I don't know why. I do not. January, February, April or May. I do not make up these puns. I don't know why March is excluded. It's really bizarre to me. They told me it's not for me to know. So there you go. There you go, Scorpios. Energy number 3. January, February, April or May. Exclude March. It's not for me to know why. At the bottom of the deck, you're gonna have a choice to make. This was obviously probably one of the stranger readings. And then, oh yeah, Pisces was a really weird reading too. I had a male voice that came through. Really weird reading on that one too. I don't know, you water signs. I gotta get through Scorpios tonight too. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but you guys, I don't know what you do to me. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hanging in there with me and being so gracious and kind. And knowing I'm exhausted, and I tried really hard to read 3 different energies for all of you Scorpios, because you know how much I really love and care for all of you dearly. I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. You know, you can always leave a comment, or if you want, you can always email me privately if you have a question. If one of these energies really seems specific to you, I will always even do a personal reading for you. If you can't afford one, it does not matter. I will gladly do one for you to try to help give you better answers, because these energies are a little complicated, I would say. So energy number 2 seemed the least complicated. I wish that one just came through. So if you're dealing with energies 1 or 3 and you have some questions, I'm happy to give you any assistance if you feel I can. So have a beautiful rest of the December. If I don't do a Scorpio reading until the new year, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.